they're hurting their children, especially, of course, telling kids they're going to go to hell. That's definitely child abuse. It is inappropriate, and teachers not only should not be doing this, but in fact, if they are, they should be removed. Recently, in the United States, stated that teaching creationism is child abuse, and I think it is. Namely, if you withhold knowledge or you do anything to children that puts them at a competitive disadvantage, as adults, it's child abuse. It's mild forms of child abuse, but it's like withholding medicine, withholding knowledge that later on will cause kids to become less competitive because evolution is the basis of modern biology, and teaching things that are basically lies, even if they're well-intentioned, is child abuse. I mean, it's not that people are doing this to be evil, but they're hurting their children, especially, of course, telling kids they're going to go to hell. That's definitely child abuse. It is inappropriate, and teachers not only should not be doing this, but in fact, if they are, they should be removed, in my opinion, because the purpose of education, as I've often said, is not to validate ignorance, but to overcome it. But I think you have to draw attention to the fact that we shouldn't support at all lying to children and in fact, presenting them with things which we know are wrong and leading them down the garden path.
But they're going to get to university.
And we all do that as parents too, at some level. But you know, then the purpose of if you're a parent is to try and get kids to think for themselves, to question, and to say you shouldn't believe science because. And I think it's fear. The reason this is happening is that there are a lot of people who think that science will remove their faith, and therefore it's better that their kids not know how the universe really works for fear that they might stop believing in God.
This is why the Bible, in my view, can't be the real repository of our moral wisdom in any sense, because when you go to read it, you are forced to ignore certain passages or reinterpret them rather aggressively to conform to what you now in the 21st century have every reason to believe is good or a direction worth going. So